Hello everyone, welcome to Aptitude Jab. This set from CAT 2017 DILR slot 1 is based on frequency distribution table. It says that simple happiness index of a country is computed based on three parameters. You can call them S, S and C. Each of these three parameters is measured on a scale from 0 to 8, integers only. A country is then categorized based on the total score obtained by summing the scores of all the three parameters as shown in the following table. The following diagram depicts the frequency distribution of the scores in S, F, and C of 10 countries. You can call these countries A, B, C, D, E, and B to Z. Now we are given, this is the chart that is given to us, and we are given some more information that Amda and Kala jointly together have the lowest total score 7 with identical scores in all three parameters. Zuma has a total score of 17. All the three countries which are categorized as happy, happy is 14 to 19, they have highest score in exactly one parameter. Okay. So the first question is, what is Amda's score in F? Now, how to solve a frequency distribution table is, so it would require some effort for you to make this table, but yes, this is what uh, will be helpful because in the end, you need to count that what are the possibilities that are available to us. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and we need to do the frequency count. So S is the blue one. Okay, so if you see S does not have values in the first two parameter in the first two. S has three values for the score of 3. So instead of writing 3, we can put 3 bars. At 4 also it has 3. At 5 it has 2. And at 6 1 and 7 1, right? So S does not have, S is the blue one, it does not have any value here. Any value here? 3 values for 3, 3 values for 4, 2, 1 and 1, right? So this is how we fill it. Similarly, F, it has two values here, one here, two here, one, then three, and then no value and one. Right. So this is the distribution of F. Then if you look at C, it is one value here, three values here. Then we have four values for the score of three. Then one value for a score of five. Then one value here. So just count it 4, 8, 10, and the count comes as 10 for all the categories. So this is how we draw a frequency distribution table. And when we start solving the questions, we will realize that how to solve these questions effectively. Now we will focus on the first question and refer to only the first information. What is Amda's score in F? Now Amda is like we have SFC, total have to be 7, right, for both the countries. Okay, so these are identical, so it does not matter whether it is A or C. Now how can we get a total of 7? One possibility is you can think of 1 2 4, 1 3 3. Okay, or you can think of 2 2 3. Okay, so let us say 1 2 4. So these are identical, so we should have 1 2 times. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible to have 1 2 times. So we can have 1 in F. Then is it possible to have 2 2 times? Yes, 2 is present 2 times in C. So we can have this. And it should have 4 2 times in S. Yes, that is also possible. Right? We can pick these values and make it 4 1 2. That is one case. Second case is 1 3 3. If we have to pick 1, we have to pick 1 in F only. Right? So 1 is here. 3 and 3. Do we have 3 present 2 times in S? Yes, we can have 2 times 3. So 3. And we have 3 present 2 times in C also. So 3 and 3, we can have a total of 7 this way also. Okay. Now we will look for the third possibility. Is it possible to have 2, 2, 3? So do we have 2 twice in 2 parameters? This parameter has 2 only once. This parameter has 2 twice. So we can pick 2 in C, but we cannot pick 2 in any of these two parameters 2 times. So this case is not possible. So we have two scenarios. Either the SFC values are 412 or 313 for both the countries. Okay. Now, in any case, the score in F is going to be 1. If the question was about score in C or S, the answer would be cannot be determined. Next question. So I have already drawn this frequency table and we will be using this to answer the remaining questions. Now it says, what is Zuma's score in S? Okay. Now this condition, these two conditions have to be used. First of all, Zuma has a total score of 17. Fine. The next condition is all three countries. So there are three happy countries. They are categorized as happy, have the highest score in exactly one parameter. So three countries will have highest score in exactly one parameter. So let us say this is the highest score in one parameter, highest score in another parameter, highest score in third parameter. Okay. So we have S, F and C. Suppose Zuma is the country denoted by circle. We will take three cases. Country denoted by triangle and the country denoted by square. Okay. So we are taking three possibilities for Zuma. Country denoted by circle, triangle or square. And total is 17. Suppose Zuma is by circle. So Zuma should have a score of 7 in S. Okay. If Zuma has a score of 7 in S, can it get a score of 10 in other two parameters? That we need to check. Okay. So Zuma has scored 7 in S. Even if we take 5, we can take maximum 5 here and maximum 4 here. So max possible is 16 only. It can go up to 16 only. So that means Zuma cannot be the country represented by the circle. If Zuma is the country represented by the triangle, then in score in F will be 7 and in the third case the score in C will be 6. Now score in F is 7, we need to get 10 more points to get 17. So how to get 10 points, right? This is already used. So we need to get 10. So only possibility is 6 and 4 that make it 10, right? These two if you use, then you can make 10. We cannot use 5 and 5 because 5 is not present here. So in this scenario, it will be 6, 7 and 4. Now the third case, let us say Zuma is the country represented by the square. So Zuma is this country. It has got 6 points here. It has to get 11 points in these two parameters. The only possibility is it cannot get 7 points in any of the parameters now. So only possibility is 6 plus 5. So it can get 6 points in S and 5 points in F. So 6 points in S and 5 points in F. So this is how it can make again 17 points. So Zuma can be the country with the triangle or square. It cannot be the country with the circle. Now the question is asking Zuma's score in S. So in either case, Zuma's score in S is 6 points. Let's look at the next question. Now we are given that Benga and Delma are two countries categorized as happy. Okay, so Benga and Delma, happy countries, and they are tied with the same total score. What is the maximum score they can have, right? So we have to have three countries. One is Zumba, which is already 70, and Benga and Delma. Okay, so we know that in the previous question we made these figures. We said that Zuma cannot be this, so Zuma can be triangle or square. So we will take two cases. Okay, so B and D, these can be interchanged. So one case is SFC, we will count case 1 and case 2. Or we can, like, instead of putting B and D, we can put one country as by the representation. So Zuma is triangle. So one country can be taken as circle, another will be taken as square. If you take square, one country will be taken as circle, another with triangle. So they can be interchangeably B and D among themselves. Okay, because the total is same. So it does not matter which is circle, which is triangle. Okay. So first case, when we took Zuma as triangle, right? So we were getting 7 points in F, 6 here and 4 here, right? In the second scenario, we were getting 6 points in S, okay, 6 points in C, and 5 points in F. Now the next part that comes important here is the Zuma has 17 score, that is fine. Now we will cut off the values that have been used. So we will start with the first case and then we will do the second case. So first case 6, 7, 4 have been used. So Zuma has used this 6, right? This 7 and this 4. Now what is the maximum score the country with the circle can get? So the country with the circle has already used this data. So it can get 5 plus 3. It can get maximum 5 here. So country with the circle has 7 in this category. Okay, the country with the square has 6 in this category. Maximum it can get 5 here and 3 here because 4 is already used. So 5, 3 can make it 15. Okay, let us see if this country can also make it 15. So 5 has been used and a 3 has been used. Now this country has to make 9 points to reach 15, right? So this is the square country and it has to make 9 points. So 5 and 4 are possible. You can pick 5 and 4 or you can pick 5 and 4 like this also, right? So you can choose 5 or 4 or 4 or 5 to make it 15. So 15 is possible. Now we will take the second case and see that maximum score can they have 16 or not. Okay. So the next scenario, Zuma is 656. So 6 has been used, 5 has been used and 6 has been used. Now the circle is 7. Okay. And the triangle is 7 in this category. Now if you look at the country with the circle, it has scored 7 points. Can it gain 9 points here? Like can maximum it can gain. So it can have 5 plus 4 to make it 16. Now we are done with the circle country. We have to go with the triangle country. So this triangle country, can it make 9 points to make 16? See, this 4 is gone because it is used here and this 5 was used from this, right? So that is why I told you to make this distribution table. Now 7 plus 5 and 4 cannot be made because this triangle is already used, 7 is used. So we cannot make total of 9. No possibility to make 9. So we cannot make 16 here. Okay. So the maximum we can reach is 15. In this case also possibly we can make 15. So let us try to make that 15 thing also. So 7 is made here. Right. So instead of making 5 and 4, if we take 4 and 4, right, that will make 15. And this country has 7 here and can make 8 points, right? 7 in this second category, possibly 5 and 3 like this and can make 15. So maximum any of these countries can make it 15. 16 is not possible. So the answer is 15. Next question. If Benga scores 16 and Delma scores 15, what is the maximum number of countries with a score of 13? Okay. So again, we will follow the same process that we did and find out which is Benga and which is. Now, it is distinguished that Benga is 16 and Delma is 15. So we will have to make all those possibilities, right? So we have Z, B and D. If we take Z as triangle, we will think which will be B, which will be D, right? So SFC the three categories. So we may have multiple possibilities of making them as 16 and 15, right? So Z is like triangle, which in the triangle case, it is 7 in F, 6, 4, right? Then we can think of the case where Z is circle and B and D. So we have to get 17, 16 and 15, right? So let's start with this case and then we will further move on to different cases. So we have used 6, 7, 4. So this 6 has been used, this 7 has been used, 4 has been used. Now let us think how can we make 16 for a country like B. Okay, suppose B is circle and D is square. Okay, if B is circle, then B will get 7 points. and D is square, D will get 6 points. Now B has to get 9 points in the other two. B has to get 9 points, right? So is it possible to make 9 points? 5 and 3 not possible, right? And then we can't have any other possibility to make 9 points. So we cannot have circle and square. So if we just change it, it is square and this is circle. So if B is a square, it will have 6 points in this category, and uh, D will have 7 points in this category. Now B should get 10 points. B is the square one. B has to get 10 points, right? This 6 has been used. Now, in order to get 10, it can have 5 and 5. That is the only possibility. We cannot make 6 plus 4. So 5 and 5 we will assign here, and B gets a total of 16 points. Now D has to get 15 points, right? D is the circle. So these have been used. D can easily use like things like uh, it can use 5 and 3, right? That is the way it can make 5 and 3. So 5 and 3. Now we need to find the maximum number of countries with a score of 13. So 13 in 3 parameters, 6 is not possible. So we can go from 4 or 5, like maximum. See, the possibilities is if you take the average of 4, that means 12. So we can possibly make 4, 4, 5, or we can also make 5, 5, 3. We cannot take 6 because 6 is already taken. Now, is 4, 4, 5 possible? If you take 4, 4 from here, 5 is not present here. So 4, 4, 5 is not possible. Is 5, 5, 3 possible? 5 is vacant here. 1, 5 is available. 1, 5 is available. And 1, 3 is possible. So we can have one country with 5, 5, 3. Okay. Now it is a maximum possible number. So we will have to think of other cases also. So we started with Z triangle. Now let us take Z as circle and then solve the same thing to see if we can get more than one country. Now if Z is circle, the scores are, sorry, Z is the square. The scores are 6, 5, 6 for Z. Okay. 6, 5, 6. So this 6 is used, 5 is used, and this 6 is used. Now B and D are 16 and 15. So we will take a case where B is circle and D is triangle, and otherwise also we will take another case wherein B is triangle and D is circle. So let us first take with B is equal to circle. So B is circle, that means B will get 7 points here, and D is triangle, D will get 7 points here. Now B should get 9 points in the other two parameters. 9 points, quite possible. 5 and 4, that makes 16. So we will use 5 and 4 like this. So 16 is done. Now we are left with D. D has to make 15 points, right? 8 more points. And D can make like 5, 3. D cannot use the second one. So D has to make, it can make 5, 3. That is the only way it can make 15 points. So 5 and 3, right? Now again we will see 4, 4, 5 or 5, 5, 3. 4, 4, 5 not possible. This 4 is already used. 5, 5, 3. 5 is available, 5 is available, 3 is available. So we can have in this case also first scenario which we took one possibility. Second scenario also one possibility, right? Now let us take the final case wherein we have Z as square, B as triangle, and D as circle, and see that if we can get more than one team getting 13 points. So Z is 6, 5, 6. If B is the triangle, B will get 7 points here, and D, the circle, will get 7 points here. Now B should be given 9 points to make it 16. B should be given 9 points. So this 6, 5 had been used. B should get 9 points. So the only possibility is 5 and 4 like this. So 5 points here and 4 points here. Right. So B has taken these points. D has to get 8 points. So one possibility is this thing is taken. It is 5, 3. That is the only possibility. So 5 and 3. Right. Now again we will see that 4, 4, 5 is not possible because two 4s are available but 5 is not available. and 553 is again possible. So 553 we can have again one country. So considering all these cases, we have only one country that can have a score of 13. So this was the solution to the set and the answers to the questions. I hope you loved the explanation of this question, and probably this is the best you could have got anywhere on the internet.